Tough day at work for a female officer that accidentally shot someone over a seatbelt violation. You hate to see it. We will get into that later. But first, a realtor with a big peach, pit bulls, sucking as is tradition, and a few more clips that make you and I feel just slightly better about our lives. That's why we gather here once again in the Church of Brainworms. I appreciate you being here and I respect your time, so I've included chapter markers if you want to jump around. All I ask is that if you enjoy our time here together, you hip thrust that motherfucking like button and maybe subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh my God. Becky, look at that house.
Oh,
I mean,
I see what you did there.
It's so huge. I like big homes and I cannot lie. All you other buyers can't deny. When we pull up to an ultra-wide place with a grand facade in your face, you get sprung.
Couple of notes right off the bat. Mix needs a little bit of work. Music a little too loud. We're not picking up enough vocals, and the timing of the rapping over the beat leaves a lot to be desired. But I'll give her another chance, and I also got to break this up so I don't get copyrighted by the karaoke backtrack, because you know how you do
Step
this.
inside, you know that style is live. Deep in your heart, you're yearning. You got that dream, you can't stop burning.
Jesus.
Let me guide you, I'll walk you through. I'm your realtor. My office tried to warn me, but that big old house makes me so...
All right, like, she knows what she's doing here, right? She in her head, she's like, well, you know what? I myself have a pretty massive peach, so why don't I do this song but make it about the house as a little kind of like, As a little,
Ooh, open for concept. You say you want to keep in step? Then use me, choose me, because big houses ain't for groupies.
Oh, boy.
So buyers, want to roll in a house that's huge? Then move in, grooving.
Different outlet, a wardrobe change in there? That's huge.
That pin, sign that check. Brianna got homes.
Brianna got homes. Cringe level off the charts, but as you guys know, sometimes cringe is the perfect marketing strategy. Like, I have a home, I'm not in the market for a house, but I'd buy that house, honestly, now. Yeah, I would. You know what, I'm gonna buy that house. How do I get in touch with her? Hey, yeah, is this Brianna got homes?
Yeah, hi, this is Brianna.
I'd like to put in an offer. Jokes aside though, when you're a realtor, it can be tough to move inventory sometimes. It's a very competitive space. So you got to use every asset you have. All right, Demi Lovato tries new $19 strawberry from Erewhon. I already hate it. Let's take a peek.
Okay, so I have the new viral Erewhon strawberry that I'm gonna try.
Oh my
Apparently,
fucking God.
You're supposed to smell it. It smells like a strawberry.
Imagine that. We're gonna finish this video, but can we just quit it with the trend of making normal things R-word levels of expensive as a marketing tactic? Like, we've seen it with cheesesteaks, chocolate bars, now strawberries. Oh, I made a normal piece of food, but I put a little bit of gold flake on it, or it's a special one, so it's marked up over 10,000%. I'm so clever. And then every dumbass rich person or influencer is like, oh, this will make me some good content. Hey guys, I got my $20 strawberry. I guess you're supposed to smell. Shut the I will buy one of those pieces of shit and throw it directly in the trash. And then I'll hunt down the person that decided to charge $20 for a strawberry as some sort of clever scheme, and I'll body slam them into a goddamn meat grinder. I'm sick of it. Anyways, let's see how it tastes.
And then you're supposed to eat it. Oh, I think I'm doing this
And then
wrong.
you're supposed to eat it. No fucking shit.
Okay. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10? $20 on a strawberry and it's an 8 out of 10? You got scammed! But you made your little TikTok video.
Not tart at all, which I like. I don't like tart strawberries.
Nobody likes tart
But
strawberries.
it's not that sweet.
Only idiots like tart strawberries.
Oh well. Just wasted $20.
You don't say. What did you think it was gonna do? Give you an immediate orgasm? Okay, guy, here it goes. Ah! Oh, I'm coming! It's a marketing scam! Starting to think twice about drinking this energy drink before this video. Things are getting a little hot and heavy, but you know what? We persist, we move on, because what else is there? What is this bullshit? Some Indian guy on a plane? Here we go! Oh, I gotta turn the sound on. I don't know if this song's gonna get copyrighted. I'm not sure how crazy YouTube is with like the Indian jive tribal music, but we're gonna ring it. Okay. I certainly don't have the balls on me to watch all 59 seconds, assuming he does the same. Commandment number 3 behind thou shalt not murder and thou shalt not commit adultery with livestock is thou shalt under no circumstance ever as a grown-ass adult make a TikTok on a plane. Directly to hell for you, sir, or whatever afterlife you believe in. You aren't getting the good version of whatever that is. You simply cannot break the golden commandment. Oh, I'm going to make this TikTok on this plane. It's going to be very funny. You allowed to do that voice as a white person now? I don't know. World's weird. I feel like you could just do anything now. No one's, I'm not hurting anybody. It's whatever the fuck. It's just that, I mean, The Simpsons did it for like fucking 40 years. All right. So lay off. I'm not even very good at it. But speaking of planes, you know what you can use on a plane to satisfy your habits without any backlash? Well, that's right. Today's sponsor knows all about that. So let's chat about it for a moment before we get back to some darker stuff. You ever wonder what would happen if you microwaved your vape on high for 5 minutes? That's not advice by any means, but you just might want to find out once you've tried today's sponsor, Fume. The flavored air category is quickly becoming the hot alternative to vaping and smoking, and Fume is leading this movement towards better habits. Let's be honest. Some habits are sticky, especially those that are heavily influenced by social elements. It's going good until you're out with your friends, and just borrowing one quickly spirals. Here's the plot twist though. It's not about quitting, it's about replacing it with something better. Fume's award-winning device delivers natural flavor to your mouth. Not vapor, not nicotine, just pure, delightful taste, and satisfies that physical repetition you're used to. The premium weighted design feels substantial in your hand with these satisfying magnetic cords that snap into place. And check out this airflow dial. It's basically the perfect fidget toy when you're stressed. I especially enjoy the crisp mint flavor. It's smooth and refreshing, but there are flavors for everyone. The best part is you can use it anywhere since there's no smoke or vapor, it never needs charging, and it costs a fraction of what you'd spend on other habits. Fume has already helped thousands of people worldwide build better habits, and right now you can try it with an exclusive offer. Head to tryfume.com/LeonLush or scan the QR code on screen and use code LeonLush to get a free Fume topper with your journey pack. That's tryfum.com/LeonLush. I appreciate you. Okay, so trigger warning, this video, I'm gonna censor the graphic parts. But if you're a big cat animal fan, could be distressing, just a heads up. This is like a security cam footage from someone's house, Ring camera of 2 dogs, attack cat out of nowhere. Owner of the 2 dogs gets injured while trying to stop them. Here she is walking down the street. Oh yeah. Hey Harold, how you doing? And coming up, oh, there they are. A couple of pitties. And gets absolutely bodied to the ground. So the next 30 seconds I don't recommend watching unless you're into that type of thing. But a couple things come to mind here. The first thing is, oh, what do you know? It's pit bulls again. The second thing is, oh, what do you know? An incompetent pit bull owner that probably thinks my dog is different. Like this dumb old bag here is too weak and frail to even hold her dogs back to the point they pull her down and her face slams into the pavement. And then after she recovers, as what's happening continues to happen, she's still unable to get them under control. Look at the like yanking and pulling. I'm still framing here. Is it censored? Like you can't, like you're so fucking weak and frail. Oh, I got one, but the other one is tragic disaster all around. So unbelievably incapable of owning these dogs, yet here we are. They're my little sweet, my little velvet terrors, my little pitties. Oh, fucking. I'm not saying there's a universe where an owner and a pit bull can't live in harmony in this world. I'm sure that exists. I'm simply saying that anytime I've ever seen a story of a child being mangled or killed or another person's pet being mangled or killed, it is almost always exclusively pit bulls and just, you know, pattern recognition and all that. I don't have a dog in this fight either. No pun intended there. I'm not an owner of pets. You know, I love pets. I love dogs, but it's just like at some point we got to have that conversation. And I guess the internet is always having that conversation, and it never really, I mean, what are you gonna do? Either way, I think those dogs should be put down, and that owner should absolutely be held liable for that and get the tit suit off of her. All right, that was a little dark, so here's a fun one to shake it up. Senorita Awesome. Might not be the one you marry, but I'm 100% the girl you'll think about at 2 a.m. lying next to your vanilla-ass wife, hold on, with the personality of paint drying, wondering if I ever stopped being a feral rat. Look at that. So she's so fucking quirky, isn't she? Just dancing on the chairs in the bar in front of people in public. So fucking, it's so crazy. Oh my God. Yeah, quirky. Yeah, you know, it's bad enough that you make these pick me type, look at how quirky I am, I'm doing something silly in public, and then laughing at myself and posting about it. I'm not like the other girls. I'm bringing the whole table, boy. But then you had to go and insinuate that men should, for some ludicrous reason, desire you over the wife they lay their head next to at night, the wife who keeps the home, that rears their children, that cooks and cleans, that's organized and holds you together when the seas get choppy. You insinuate that they are vanilla because of those traits, and that I, the husband of this vanilla wife, should instead lust after your juvenile, attention-seeking, smooth-brained ass that can't hold down a stable relationship because you're so obsessed with how many likes your latest TikTok got. Oh, Leon, it's not that deep. It's just a silly video. Shut up! Everything's just a silly video in this fucking unraveling society. And if you don't shut up, I'm gonna get you next. Here's a fun one. Bro pulled up with his own army of workers. Little broccoli head prank here.
You're not even on the phone, dude. Come on, get out of the store.
See if I was on the phone or not. Here. You guys can get to work. We're all good. Everyone get to work. If you guys want to go ahead and take over the lanes, go ahead. Get out.
Brought the whole squad with
Go
him.
ahead and take over the lanes. Go ahead and I need people that self-check. I'm the district, and these are my workers. These are my workers.
You guys need to
Customer, you're good.
Customer 8, I got y'all right here. No. Do not let him on the lane. You guys get off the lane. You guys do not work here. You guys are good to get out.
You're literally cleaning this right now. What are we talking about?
When did being an asshole become the substitute for humor? When it became monetizable. Man, no truer words have been spoken. You know, I hate that this kind of idea was a little funny, and maybe when I was younger, if Jackass did something like this, I'd probably would have enjoyed it. But for something just out of principle these days, and possibly old age, I despise everyone involved and would like them all to be publicly flogged and euthanized, because behavior like this just simply cannot be encouraged or continue to propagate if the collective desire is for our society to ever meaningfully recover from the social media cancer that has gripped it in the past decade or two. It's just got to be a swift and harsh punishment for anyone involved. Bring back the rusty cage guillotine, public square, bring out the women and kids, make a show of it. Dinner and a show downtown. Okay, here's the one from the thumbnail. I'm obviously gonna have to censor this as well, but you can find this quite easily. This starts right as they're pulling this guy out of his car. Allegedly, he got pulled over for a seatbelt violation. I don't know the full context. He was apparently very non-compliant to the point where he was wrestled out of his car. Officer 1. Female Officer 2 coming around the backside here. And literally right at this moment, pulls out a pistol and essentially shoots him, I think, in the back at almost point blank range. I'll skip the shot, and then kind of like right after it happens,
Oh shit! Oh shit! I shot him! Oh shit!
you hear her say, "Oh shit, I shot him." Whoops, whoops-a-daisy. Still got, then continues to follow procedure with the knee on his back. I just can't imagine what's going through the head of like her partner, herself. Like the story is that she thought she had pulled out her taser. Certainly that would be the more appropriate course of action for an unruly suspect. And what do you know? It was actually was a 9mm, and I shot you point blank in the back. Tragic, insane, incompetent, all the above. You can imagine that this little clip, obviously, I haven't seen the full context of the longer video. I'm sure other people will do breakdowns like Donut Operator and my other friends like that. But you can imagine how the discourse on the internet went over this one. Female cops are a danger to society, etc., etc. Not a lot of empathy here. And listen, I'm not saying females shouldn't be cops. I'm just saying this one in particular and a few others I've seen on the internet are not building a particularly strong case in their favor. But, you know, there's exceptions to the norm and all that or something. Now, I can't speak to like justified use of force, et cetera, and all that stuff. I have no context of this particular one. The guy, I don't think was a model stand-up citizen. I think he was driving under various violations, whatever it is. All I'm saying is that there should never be an instance where you accidentally discharge a firearm instead of a taser, regardless of that situation. That should just never be a thing that happens. And coincidentally, apparently it happened twice, as this is separate footage from a situation where I guess a female accidentally shot someone with a gun instead of a taser as well. Which is, like, again, tragic. Not coping very well, clearly.
Kim, that guy was trying to take off with me in the car.
Driver, stop breathing.
What have I done? What have I done?
Stay right here. Stay right here, okay?
Am I so funny?
No, that's not happening, Kim.
This whole story was totally fucked up as well. Apparently, the driver that she accidentally shot and so tased was paralyzed, later went on to die. But then, you know, there's obviously discourse on the internet about that because you look at the rap sheet of this dude and he was a violent criminal and had also, I think, he himself had taken someone else's life. The whole thing's a mess. But again, isolated incidents where you're accidentally shooting a firearm instead of a taser. What's going on there? Like there should, my opinion is that the justified use of lethal force is probably a hard enough decision to make on its own, that if you're using lethal force thinking it's non-lethal force, there's just a problem there that needs to be fixed, because that should never happen. I've actually just figured it out. We should get these female cops together with that lady's pit bulls, and then whoops-a-daisy, couple problems maybe solved at the same time. You made a mistake, you're not going to do it again, and then oops, sorry, your pitties are dead, but you saved maybe a baby or a cat or something. I'm just spitballing here. I don't know the solutions to society's problems. All right, relax. I do know the solution to my depression though, which is you liking this video and subscribing if you haven't. I appreciate you being here as always, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Deuces.